Welcome, this is Kearney, and today is a 60-minute gentle yoga class. So we're gonna start in an easy seated pose. So just come to your mat. And you can have your legs crossed in front of you, or you can have your legs out or to the side, whatever feels comfortable. We're gonna have a couple different ways of doing that. Just gonna get everybody else's, there we go. And wherever it feels comfortable to you, you can put your hands on your knees. And when we put our hands down, that's showing that we want more grounding. And we have our palms up. It's looking like we're receiving from the universe. So see what feels good to you. And sometimes I like to take the flesh from underneath and then lean back just slightly. It's going to engage your core a bit. Sit up nice and tall. Maybe your chest is proud here. And settle in to this nice alignment. And I invite you just to close your eyes as we settle in for this class today. We've had a lot of craziness with emotions, an emotional last couple weeks with the pandemic and with the rioting and just everything that has been happening. And some of you have had also some personal things that have been happening. And so that takes a lot of energy, all those emotions, right? When we watch the news, when we hear what's happening, that there's sadness, there might be some joy and different things. So just settle in that this time is just about you. We don't have to worry about anything that's happening outside of our world right now. This is about filling your cup, giving you what you need, and to look forward to that feeling after class, that feeling of gratitude that you took this time for yourself, that feeling of just that, I call it a yoga buzz, where we just feel good in our body, that we've stretched, that we've done something for our mind, our body, our soul. Start to pay attention to your breath. We're just going to do a little body scan here, starting at your head. Just bring your attention to the top of your head. We're going to just go down, feeling your forehead, relaxing your eyes, relaxing your jaw. Maybe you just open your mouth slightly, relaxing the neck, your shoulders. Sending some love to your arms, your elbows, your hands. Excuse me. Relaxing your chest, your stomach, your upper and lower back. Just relaxing your hips, your thighs, sending love to your knees, your calves, your ankles, your feet, and your toes. Just tune into your body. Just feel that sensation of going inward. You may have some tingling going on. Notice any areas that you may have some fatigue or tightness. To pay attention to those areas during class. Every yoga class you attend, always know that you don't have to do everything the teacher is saying. We guide you, but this is always your practice. So listen to the messages of your body, of how far you want to take it today, and every single day is so different. So tuning in. And if our mind goes to something else, which it probably will during class, just bring it back. Just saying, this hour is about me. There's no worries. There's nothing going on. Just being here and now in that present moment, being mindful with my movements. we're going to start to increase the breath. So together, exhale the air out from your lungs, from the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Open mouth, exhale. One more time, just like that. Inhale through the nose. Audible exhale out. Now inhale through the nose and exhale through the nose. Continue with these nice long rhythmic breaths. This is called an Ujjayi pranayama breath. It's a breath that creates more heat within our body. So at any time you feel overheated, feel free to breathe throughout your mouth. And you can keep your eyes closed if you like here. We're just going to bring our hands to our sides and float the hands up with the breath. So on your next inhale, bring the hands up. And then exhale, float the hands down. Doesn't matter how far the hands go, just let it be in sync with your breath. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. If you feel stagnant energy in you, then exhale out through the mouth, still here. Just let go of anything that's holding you back in life, any negative energy. Inhale up. Exhale down. Adding on here, inhale up. Bring your palms together and exhale your hands to heart center. Your left palm is pressing against your right palm and your right palm pressing against the left. So we have this firm stance using the arm muscles. And now inhale, lift your chest up a little bit higher. So your chest is going towards your thumbs. Engage your core, spine is nice and straight. I feel this in my entire upper body here. Continue to breathe. Interlace your fingers. And then exhale, push your hands away from you as you round your back. Kind of like a hammock here. Separating the shoulder blades. Inhale, gaze goes up. Hands go up. Breathe here as we stretch through our side bodies and through the spine. And then exhale, bring your hands behind your back. Fingers can be on the fingertips behind you or they can be flat. We're going to be lifting the hips, but option one is just bring the shoulder blades together, chest goes up, gaze goes up. So we're arching the back, kind of like in cow. Exhale, neutral spine. And now this time, if you would like, lift your hips. Inhale, maybe your hips go up and your gaze goes back. And exhale, coming back to center. And now wherever your feet are, just come into a different position. If they're crossed, maybe you just cross at the other side. If they're out straight, maybe you bring one to the side. We want this to be comfortable for you. And again, inhale up. Bring your palms together and exhale the heart center. Feeling that pressure against your hands, engaging your upper body. Core is engaged. Lean back just a little bit so you're on your sits bones. Now bring your chest up to feel your thumbs. Feel that engagement in the core, in your arms. Interlace your fingers. Exhale, push away, round your spine. Separate your shoulder blades as much as you can here. Gaze is down. On your next inhale, reach your hands up. Bring your gaze up to your fingers if that feels good to you here. Feeling the spine extending. And then when you're ready, on your exhale, bring the hands down behind you. We have those two options. So first time, inhale, shoulder blades together, gaze goes up, chest is out. Exhale, relax. You can even kind of just like curl your spine a little bit for counter. And then inhale, option to lift your hips here. Maybe your gaze goes behind you. And exhale, coming back to center. Option to rearrange your legs at any time. It's always nice in yoga classes to have a blanket and blocks and different things around you. So if you are feeling anything in your hips, put a blanket or a block underneath you, especially if you're on hardwood floors. And now inhale up. Bring your right hand down to the side and left hand goes up and over. Keep your left hip down, stretching through that left side body. If it feels good, maybe the left shoulder goes back a little bit more as you bring your gaze up towards the ceiling. Inhale, both hands up. Exhale to the other side. Left hand down, right hand up and over. And you can play around with that bottom hand. Do you want it out further? Do you want it closer to your body? Continue to push that right hip down into your mat. Look underneath your right arm. And again, maybe you open up your shoulder a little bit more, stretching through the right side body from the hip all the way to the fingers. Inhale, both hands up. 2 sets a little bit faster, 1 breath, 1 movement. Right hand down, left hand, exhale, Inhale up. Exhale to the left. Inhale up, last set. Exhale over as far as you can go. Inhale up. Exhale over. Inhale up with both hands. Bring the palms together and exhale the hands to heart center. Bring your hands onto your knees. We're going to come into a seated cat-cow. So if you want to switch your legs out, you can do that right now as well. Inhale, neutral spine. Exhale, coming into cat pose. Round the spine here. Inhale for cow pose. Belly goes forward, chest is forward, shoulder blades together. 2 more sets here. Exhale, cat pose. Make this as big as you can, and you can do whatever you want with your hands. Maybe they're on your knees. Coming into cow pose, pushing the shoulder blades together. Gaze goes up if that feels comfortable with your neck. Last one here, as big as you can make it, coming into cat pose, rounding the spine. Gaze goes to the belly button. And coming into cow pose, coming back to center. We're going to come into cat-cow circles. Again, anytime, just feel free to move around your legs, coming into that good position, slightly on onto your sit bones, leaning back. So we're going to come into cat pose. So as we exhale, we're bringing the spine, curving it, and now going to the left side, and then all the way forward. So we're going to do 3 circles in this direction, and feel how it is in your spine. Do you want to make these circles bigger or smaller? Do your hips come off the ground, or do they want to stay grounded? And once you've gone 3 or 4 circles in one direction, then just go the opposite direction. These seated cat and cow exercises are good to do every single day, because so often we just don't have any movement in our day in what we normally do, that we're flexing and contracting with the spine. So, come into whatever movement feels good to you here. Maybe go 1 more circle, feeling just that nice flexibility now in the spine. We're going to be coming into a neck stretch next. So you can keep your hands on your legs, on your knees, or you can tent them out to the side. As you inhale, feel that nice tall spine. Again, belly button is going towards the spine, sitting back just slightly on the sits bone. So right here, I'm feeling this in my upper body. Inhale. Exhale, right ear towards the right shoulder. So you can stay here, or you can take the right hand and just lightly put pressure on that right side, or the left side of your face rather. If you would like a little bit more, you can take the left hand and flex the fingers and push them away from you. So now you're feeling this stretch from the fingertips, through the arm, through the shoulder, through the neck, and feel free just to make whatever feels good to you. Maybe you make some circles forward and hold. And then maybe you make some circles backwards. Maybe you just find stillness. I always like to do this one whenever I'm watching TV, because there's so much tension in our hands, our wrists, our neck. And now bringing the hands either back to your knees or tenting them to the side. Nice and slow, roll your chin down to your chest. And then all the way over to the left side. So again, we're having that nice tall spine. You can stay right here. Option to bring the left hand to your head on the right side, just on the ear or above the ear. We always want to be really careful, more sensitive with the neck area. So listen to your body. If it feels good, maybe you flex the right hand and push it away. Going forward with some circles maybe. And these circles can be big or small. Every body is unique and how we use our body is unique. So we might all do something a little bit different here, and that's good. Maybe you want to do some circles going backwards here. And again, just holding in a spot. And then bringing the hands again back to your knees or tenting. Roll your chin again nice and slow to your chest. Spine continues to stay straight. If it feels good, bring the chin up towards your ceiling. Nice and slow here. And then back to center. Gaze is going to go over your right shoulder now. It's like, oh, something's back there. Just looking behind you. And back to center. And then coming towards the left. And back to center. And now just coming with your, bringing your hands either onto your knees or keeping them out to the side. We're going to inhale, bring the hands up. Bring the palms together. And exhale to heart center. Coming into some shoulder shrugs, bringing your hands onto your knees. And they can stay off your knees if you like to, however big you want to make it. We're going to go 3 circles going forward. So inhale the shoulders up. And then exhale, go forward. So see how it feels. Do you want to keep your hands in your legs or do you want to have them up? Inhale up and then exhale, go forward. As big as you can make this last one. Inhale up and then exhale, go forward. Coming the opposite way now. Inhale up, nice tall spine. Exhale back. Inhale, roll the shoulders up. Exhale back. Make this one as big as you can now. Inhale up. And exhale, rolling back. Bring your hands together and just rub them together here, creating some heat. Bring both hands out in front of you. So all 10 fingers are spread as wide as they can from each other. Now bring the hands down. We're going to curl them into like the pinkies want to meet each other. So just bring the hands inward and then coming all the way out. So we're going to have them go away. Bring the palms towards me now. Have one hand go onto 4 fingers and just press gently against those 4 fingers. So the 4 fingers are going towards you and you're getting a nice stretch in your forearm right now and in the fingers. And then don't forget about the thumb, stretching the thumb out. Coming onto the other side, 4 fingers are up. We're pressing those 4 fingers towards us. And then the thumb coming back. Now, as we spread the fingers wide in front of us again, we're going to bring the hands down. And it might look different that you might have your hands to the side, or maybe they're going all the way down. So take one hand and now press 4 fingers towards you again. So it's a little bit different stretch that we just did. I feel like it's a little more intense. So again, be gentle here and then get the thumb. Coming on the other side, palm towards me, and then press the fingers towards yourself, your body. And then the thumb. Rub the hands together. And act like we just washed your hands and we don't have a towel, so we're shaking it out. Inhale all the way up. And exhale, come all the way back down. And now make a fist with your hands. And roll the fists as they go all the way up in one direction. Just pay attention to what direction they're in. Gaze goes up and now go the opposite direction here. Bring them all the way down. Beautiful. We're going to come into another stretch for the upper body. So the left elbow goes into the right hand, and then the right elbow into the left hand. And just notice what forearm is on top and which one's on the bottom. Keep your gaze at your forearms. So we're looking down, engage that core, spine is straight. Now bring it to the left side. The front part of your body is staying towards me. We're bringing the left, going up to the left. Look at both forearms, and then as you exhale, come back down and around. We're going to go 2 more times here. Keep your core engaged as we reach up and over, nice and slow here. Inhale, last time in this direction. A nice little neck roll here. And now as we come down, look at what arm is on top and then switch it out for the other way. It might feel a little awkward to you, and then go the other direction. As you inhale, bring the hands up. Gaze goes up towards the forearms. We're stretching through the spine. And then exhale, lowering down. Inhale, up. Exhale down. Make this as big or as small as you would like to make it. Last time here. Exhale, coming back down. And just shake out your hands to the side. And now bring your right leg out in front of you or out to the side. Whatever feels more comfortable. The right knee is bent, and the foot is going in towards that, that upper thigh of the right leg. So square your chest off over the right leg. Inhale the hands up. And then exhale with a straight spine, just hinge over. You can put your hands on, maybe you have 2 blocks that you want to set next to you. Sometimes I like to put like a blanket or a pillow right on my leg, so I can put my head down, or maybe it's on the leg itself. Just see what feels best for you. Maybe you can reach your foot, or you have a strap. So just with each breath, maybe you surrender down a little bit more. So when we inhale, imagine the crown of your head going towards your toes. And then on every exhale, feel yourself surrendering, releasing down a little bit more. Your foot can be flexed or it can be pointed. So see what feels best in your body today. We have 1 more breath here. Inhale to lengthen. And exhale, release down. Inhale up. We're going to come into an extreme. I always think it's like an intense side stretch. So the right hand is going to go on your thigh, or in front of your thigh, or on a block or a pillow or a blanket in front. So whatever feels comfortable. Left hand goes up and over. Keep that left hip grounded as you bring your gaze underneath the left arm. And we're almost like we're trying to reach those left fingertips to the right toes. Maybe you open up your shoulder. Keep that left hip grounded. It's going to want to come up. And then inhale, coming up behind you. So the left hand is behind you, and we've been here in other classes. Bring your right hand in front of you. So the first option, we're going to bring that hand out to the right side and keep the gaze there. Bring the hand up. So we're looking at the hand as we reach up to the sky. And then exhale, bring it down and around. We're going to do that 2 more times. You can do it just like that. If you would like, put the pressure on your left hand and lift your hips up. Inhale, lift the hips up. Maybe your gaze goes back. Exhale, coming back down. 1 more time, as big as your body wants to take it here. And exhale, lowering back down. Bring your hands to your sides and bring both feet together so the soles of the feet touch. And you can make it as close to your body as it feels good. So 2 different options here. So the first option, bring your hands onto your feet. I always think this is a good option to like rub your feet a little bit. We work hard every day. Inhale, your spine straight. And now curl the spine, just like in cat, and bring your head towards your feet. So you'll notice we're stretching out the spine here. Another option is having your spine go straight and then hinging over. Maybe you walk your hands out. Maybe you have your hands on a blanket or a block. But just feel free to just walk out, play around here. See what feels best for your body, and then surrender into that pose. As with all poses, as we inhale, we want to lengthen the spine. I always like to imagine my head going closer to the front of the room. But every exhale, how can I just relax more to surrender? One more breath here. Inhale and exhale. And then just walking the hands up. Now bring your left leg long, and then the right knee is bent with that right sole of the foot coming towards that inner thigh. And the left leg can be straight or off to the side, whatever feels comfortable. And just adjust your body so it's over that left leg. And together we're going to inhale the hands up and exhale, hinge forward. And just like on the other side, if you have blocks, it's always comfortable to put them on the side, or maybe you can put your hand on your leg, whatever feels most comfortable to you. And on the inhale, straighten your spine, belly button towards the spine, and then exhale, coming forward. I do like to use a strap for this pose a lot of times because I can put it on the sole of the foot and it's a little more accessible. One more breath here. So an inhale and an exhale. Inhale, come back up, coming into that intense side stretch. So that left hand anywhere on the leg, on a block, on a pillow or a blanket, or in front of you. Inhale the right hand up. So right here, like you probably can feel it over here, right? We're stretching through the entire side body. I'm focusing on the side body in this class today, and now leaning over whatever amount feels good in your body. And we're never in competition with anyone else. We're in competition with ourselves. Seeing how we did yesterday and the day before, having these small goals. It's always about small goals is what equals a lifetime of change. And just one more breath here. And inhale as you bring your hands up. The right hand can go behind you. So as we start, we're going to bring that left hand to the side, bring it in front of you, and then inhale, lift your chest up and bring the gaze to that left hand. And then exhale, float it down in front of you. Feel like a ballerina. Now this time, inhale, lift your chest up, your hips up any amount. Maybe your head goes back. And then exhale, lowering down. If something doesn't feel good, don't do it. Yoga is not about pain and gain. It's about just feeling a little bit uncomfortable at times and stretching through that and then coming back down. Now bring both legs out in front of you here for a wide straddle, and your hands are in front. Again, if you have a block, it's nice to put a block or a pillow in front of you, but just walk your hands in front, and then just when you feel that stretch, just hold it there. Maybe you can go a little bit more. Feels good. Your elbows can go onto the ground. You put your head on fists. One more breath here. Walk your hands back up. Boat pose is next. So bring your legs in front of you. Your knees are bent. And your feet can be flat on the ground, or you can just have your tippy toes on the ground. Hands are underneath both thighs. And now lean back, so we're in this V shape. So this is boat pose right here. I can feel it in my core. If you would like a little bit more, bring the right leg up and then down. And continue to alternate the legs here in whatever fashion feels good to you. If you feel like you would like to go for more of a challenge, bring both legs up. The feet can be pointed or they can be flexed. See what feels best for you for today. And if you really are feeling strong, you can release your hands from underneath you. And wherever you are, know that that uncomfortable feeling is okay. We are challenging our core. When we go beyond that comfort zone, that's where we find that magic. And we're just here for 4. Release in 3, 2, and 1. Cross at your ankles, coming into a tabletop pose. Thread the needle is next. So taking your right arm, bring it up towards the sky. Make a fist and rotate the wrist one direction, the other direction. And do like 2 or 3 circles going forward here. And then backwards. Inhale the right hand up. Exhale, thread the needle. Bring the right arm on the ground, right ear, left hand goes onto the mat, and you can press away. Or you have these options. You can tense your fingers towards the front of the room. You can interlace your fingers and push against your body. Or you can bring the left arm onto your back, or maybe bind it all the way to your right leg. Each one does something a little bit different. So see what your body is needing today. The twists and turns that we do in yoga class helps to detox our bodies, release those toxins that are very hard to release. So it's important to always drink enough water after class so they can be excreted out of your body. And now release the left hand back to your mat. Inhale the right hand up. Exhale, lowering down. Inhale the left hand up. Again, just wiggle your wrist around one direction, then the other direction. And make 2 or 3 big circles forward and backwards. Inhale the left hand up as high as you can go. And then exhale, thread the needle. The left arm is underneath your body, left ear. And whatever bind you took on the other side, I invite you to do that as well. Feel your knees and your hips. Do you have equal weight distribution in both knees? We tend to want to put the weight in one knee versus the other when we do this twist. And just adjust your hips as needed here. Releasing on all the exhales here. One more breath. And now bring your right hand back to the mat. Left hand comes up. And exhale, lowering back down. Now stand up on your knees and bring your hands to your hips. We're going to be coming into a modified side plank. So if you have a block, put it onto your right side in either the second or third position. The left leg is going to go out to the side. So if it feels good, my mat is all rolled here, you can just stay here. If you're feeling a stretch, stay here. If you want to take it further, bring your hand down to a block or to a book or to a disinfectant container, whatever you like, or maybe it goes all the way down to the ground. Inhale the left hand up, side plank. We're feeling that stretch all the way from the left toes to the hand. Another adjustment, if you would like the option, you can bring the left hand up and over. Maybe your gaze goes up to the ceiling here, stretching that entire left side of the body. We're just here for 3, coming back up to kneel in 2 and 1. Bring the left hand onto your hip and then work your way up to bring your hands to your waist. Bring your left hand onto your left knee, right hand up, and just lean over here. Nice and easy. Inhale, both hands up, palms together, and exhale the heart center. We're going to switch out to the other side, so bring your hands onto your waist, kneel on both legs, and now the right leg going out to the side. So if you are using a block, just bring it to the other side. Inhale, both hands up. See how this feels. Exhale, left hand down to a block or to the mat. See what level you would like. And that right hand to start is just going to go up towards the sky. Engage your core here. If you like, you can bring that right hand up. We're stretching now all the way from the right fingertips to the right toes. One more breath here. And then bring the right hand onto the right side of your waist as you stand up. Right hand onto your right knee. Inhale, left hand up. And then exhale, lean over. Inhale, both hands up. Bring your palms together. And exhale to heart center. Very nice. Bring your hands onto your waist. We're sitting onto our knees here. And we're going to just take a nice centering breath together. Inhale through the nose. Open mouth, exhale. Coming back into tabletop pose. Just going forward, curling your toes. We're going to be coming into our first down dog. So to set up, spread the fingers nice and wide. Think about most of the pressure on that index finger and the thumb. And now lift your hips up any amount. The knees are bent. So see what feels good. We have Uddiyana Bandha, meaning that that belly button is going towards the spine, lifting the hips up as high as you can, and start walking out the dog here. So bending the left leg really deep and the right. The heels don't need to be touching the mat, but we're guiding the heels back that way. In down dog, we are using the core, and that takes away the pressure off the wrists and the shoulders. Play around here a little bit. And now together, bring both heels down and gaze up towards your fingers. And just slowly, with a nice deep bend, walk your feet up. So we're going into that wide-legged, that forward fold ragdoll pose. So the feet are a little bit more than hip distance. And you can go as far as the edges of your mat, whatever feels good to you. And just hanging nice and heavy here. So we have a good bend in the knees. So we're lengthening through the spine. So you have a couple options that I'm going to give you for arms today. One is the traditional one where we put our hands and our elbows. We sway side to side. If you want to try something different, you can interlace your fingers behind your neck. And we're just putting a little bit of pressure here. Or this is helping to lengthen through the spine. And a third option is interlacing your hands behind your back and bringing your hands maybe up, maybe over. So you have some time to play here as we're upside down. Inversions are good for us to see life from a different view. So when we talk about, is the glass half full or is the glass half empty? Sometimes when there's so much craziness going on in the world, we have to just go, I'm just so thankful I have a glass, right? We have to go to the basics of what's in front of us, what we can be grateful for. If you have your hands interlaced with your elbows, just going the opposite grip, the opposite way. Or maybe you switch up to a different kind of method here. And the more you straighten the legs, the more you're going to get a hamstring stretch. And the more you bend your knees, the more you're going to lengthen through the spine. And just one more breath here. Probably all ready to get up. Bring your hands to the ground. And with a nice bend in your knees, come up nice and slow for a count of 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. If you want to get a drink of water, feel free to do that. We're going to be coming into a little standing series. Just adjust my mat here. All right, coming into mountain pose. Feet are about hip distance apart. Bring your hands to your sides, nice and strong. Ground down with both feet. Lift up on your kneecaps. Engage the core. Shoulders go back. Chest is up. Gaze is up. Inhale. Bring your hands up. We're bring the right hand to your right side. We're going to be doing another side stretch here. If you would like to have a little bit more, you could bring the left leg and just kind of like a curtsy behind your right leg. But always make sure that you feel balanced here. And now reach the right arm up and over. Inhale, stay here to lengthen. Exhale, release more. Inhale, mountain pose. Coming onto the other side, left hand to your side. Again, you can stay here with your feet, or if it feels steady, bring the right leg behind you. This is a balance pose, and then inhale it up and over. One more breath as you inhale. Exhale. Inhale, both hands up. Cactus the arms, and now bring the head up, chest up. Coming to baby back bend. Inhale up. We're going to be coming into some half sun A's. Bring your palms together and lower all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Spine is straight. Gaze is down at the mat. Engage in the core. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees. Inhale, mountain pose. Ground down. Reach up. Listen, we're going to do something different each time here. Left hand forward, right hand back for a twist. That right hand maybe to the side. Just keep the hips forward here. Inhale up to center. Exhale, twist to left. Inhale back to center. Exhale, baby back bend, cactus arms. Inhale, reach the arms up high. And then exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees, hands to heart center. Inhale, halfway lift, straight spine. Exhale, forward fold. Last time here. Inhale, mountain pose. Ground down, reach the hands up. Listen here. Right hand is going to grab the right hand's grabbing the left wrist. Inhale it up. Exhale, lean over. Inhale, back to center. Exhale towards the left. Left hand is grabbing the right wrist. Inhale, back to center. Baby back bend. Inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Hands to heart center or swan dive over. Inhale, halfway lift. Spine is nice and straight here. Listen here. Exhale, forward fold. Coming into plank pose or modified plank pose. So we're bringing both feet back. So plank, the knees are off the ground. For modified plank, the knees are on the ground. We're just holding here for 3. Going all the way down to the ground in 2 and 1. Lower all the way down to the ground. We're going to be preparing for 3 different sets of cobra. So flip the toes so that like your shoelaces will be firmly in the ground, so much that your knees are off the ground. The hands are spread out wide underneath the shoulders, but we're hardly using them. So first round, inhale, lift the shoulders behind you. Gaze is up. Press those feet firmly in. Inhale one more time. Exhale, left ear to the ground. Hands to your side. Big toes together. So feet flip open and just breathe here. Inhale, coming back to center. Hands behind you here. This time we're going to do a cobra twist to the left. So as you bring your shoulders up, bring the body towards the left side. So inhale, looking over that left shoulder. And as you come down, bring the right ear to the mat. Breathe here. Last time, bring the hands underneath you, feet in the ground. And now inhale, cobra pose, look over that left shoulder. Continue to bring the shoulders up. If the palms are down, just bring them towards your feet. And then exhale, bring your hands in front of you, one on top of each other. And then just bring your forehead on to your hands and just breathe here. have a lot of work. We need to have rest. Bring your hands underneath your body, coming into a tabletop pose, and then downward facing dog. Lift your hips up and paddle the feet left and right. And maybe if you like, you can do an inhale with an open mouth exhale. Release some of the heat from the body here. Inhale, look at the top of the mat and send your feet up for that forward fold in our hip distance. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose, ground down, reach up, bring the palms together, and exhale to heart center. We're going to be coming into a modified dancer's pose. So if you would like to use a chair or a wall, bring that to your left side for extra stability. And bring your feet together to touch. So we're going to just bend the right knee. So this is an option. You can stay right here, knees are together, or your hands can be at heart center or at your waist. If it feels good to you, reach the left hand up nice and high. Next, if it feels good, you can have your right hand onto your side, or maybe it grabs that foot. Wherever you are now, just press the foot into your hand. Breathe here. Find that drishti, that one spot to stare at. Your core, which helps with the balance. We're just here for 3. Release in 2 and 1. Bring both hands to your waist, and your knee comes up into crane pose. Option to straighten that leg, and then bring it down. And just wiggle your feet a little bit back and forth. Coming into the other side, so feet together. So the right hand can be against a wall, or maybe you have a chair here for some extra support, or your hands can be at heart center or at your waist. We're going to bend that left knee. So the knees are almost like they're just joined together. So we're squeezing the knees together. Option to bring the right hand up towards the sky. And the left hand maybe reaches back for that left foot. And the left foot can be pushing away, but we're just keeping those knees together. Gaze is forward. And play around with your core here. Notice the difference. If you don't engage the core, it's much harder to balance here. We're just here for 3. Releasing down and then coming into crane pose in 2 and 1. Bring your hands at heart center or at your waist. Coming right into crane pose. Hard transition, but you got this. Straighten that front thigh. And exhale, bring it down and shake it out. We're coming into a wide-legged forward fold next. So just bring your feet out as far as it feels comfortable. So the feet are going to be, the toes are out, heels are in for us to begin with in star pose. So nice and strong. We're going to do 2 horses, then wide-legged forward fold. So exhale for horse. Coming down. Inhale, reach your hands up high so straighten your legs. Exhale, hands to heart center, bend your knees, hold here, and just make some movement here with what feels good. Maybe you lift up your toes. If you would like to do a twist, bring your hands to your inner thighs. Inhale, gaze is up, spine is straight, and now bring your left shoulder forward for a twist. Inhale up, exhale, right shoulder down. One more set. Inhale, spine is straight, and then bring the left shoulder down. Inhale up. Last time, use your core here. Inhale, star pose, nice and strong. And we're going to parallel the feet. Bring your hands to your hips. And nice and slow with a straight spine, come forward to wide-legged forward fold. If you have a block, you can put the block in front of you here. Just hanging over nice and heavy. And just take time to play around here, listening to what your body needs. Maybe you just kind of do a light sway side to side. Bring the pressure onto your ball mounts instead of your heels. You can play around with engaging your quads and your hamstrings and see how that adjusts things. Maybe you want to walk over to your left leg, walk over to your right leg. One more breath here. Inhale, halfway lift, tense your fingers out, spine is straight. Exhale, forward fold. Bring your hands out to a T or at your waist. Engage the legs and inhale, stand up. Beautiful. Bring your hands at your waist, coming into mountain legs with your feet hip distance. Inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, straight spine. Exhale, bring your hands down, coming into plank or modified plank. Lowering down just halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. So we're flipping the toes. For cobra, we're having the knees down. For up dog, the knees are off the ground. Shoulders come back, gaze is up here. And exhale, coming into child's pose. Bring your knees out as wide as it feels comfortable. Hips sink down. Gaze is forward and then down. Fingers are spread wide. Maybe you have an active child's pose by pressing those fingers into your mat. Your head can be on a block. You can stack your fists in front of you. And just breathe here. Walk your hands up and bring your hips to either the left or the right side as you swing your legs in front of you. We're going to be coming down to the ground, so your knees can be bent or straight here, and just slowly coming down to the ground. We're going to be coming into a figure four. So bring the right leg, or the right ankle rather, to your left knee. And you can stay here. If you're feeling this, just stay right here, have your back onto the mat. Or if you like, you can lift your left leg up. And your hands can go underneath that right thigh and then press the left thigh towards your body. Your right elbow can press against your right thigh for a little extra stretch in the hips. Breathe here, and with every breath, send more breath, more love to the hips here. One more breath. Bring both feet down to the ground. And the left ankle now is onto your right thigh. And each side is a little different. You know, we're supposed to be having both sides the same, but that never happens, and that's okay. And again, if you like, you can lift your right leg off the ground, flex both feet to protect your knees, and then your hands interlace underneath the right thigh, left elbow against the left thigh. We've had a lot of emotional and stressful events. So we tend to carry a lot of that stress in our hips. So it's important for us to do this movement, to do a pigeon pose or this reverse pigeon pose, figure four, something to help release that physical stress we actually carry in our body. And one more breath here. And exhale. Bring both feet down to the ground. Just windshield wiper your feet left and then right. And then we're going to come into happy baby next. So bring your feet maybe up towards the sky. Back is flat. Your hands can be in your inner thighs, your shins. Maybe they reach to your soles of the feet. Put a smile on your face and just go side to side. Maybe a knee touches the ground. We did a lot of stretching of the hamstrings today. So if you like, you can straighten the leg, different things like that. It's supposed to feel good, so just adjust to what feels good to you. Now bring your left leg long, right knee into the right shoulder. Wrap your fingers, interlacing them around the right shin, and squeeze that right shin into your right shoulder on the outside of your rib cage. And I'll bring the right hand to a T, and then left hand goes up and over for that supine spinal twist. Gaze is up towards the right hand. What can you surrender more in this pose? What can you surrender more in life? Focusing on what you can control. When there is a lot around us that we can't control, so often our worrying is about things that we have no control over. And I'll bring both knees up. Have a nice little squeeze, hands on the shins. Just a little chin towards the chest as we switch over to the other side. Right leg long. Right knee into the right, or left knee into the left shoulder rather. Wrap your hands around the shin and squeeze it in here. Now bring your left hand out to a T as you bring the left leg up and over for your supine spinal twist. Left hand is out to a T. Your gaze can be up, or maybe it goes towards that left hand. Maybe your eyes close. Sometimes when we feel that we don't have anything to look forward to, it's when we need to practice gratitude even more, right? To think every day, what are 5 things I'm grateful for? And then you can't ever repeat those 5 things every day. Then you take a walk and you might think, oh, I'm so grateful for that butterfly I just saw. I'm so grateful for this nice warm weather. We are searching for things to be grateful for. When we're grateful, it just makes everything that we have turn into enough. That we do appreciate waking up in the morning and knowing that we are one of those blessed people. Now bring both knees into your chest. Wrap your hands around the shins. Chin going towards your chest and then your forehead to the knees, and take a big inhale as you squeeze it all in here. And then exhale, Shavasana. Take up as much space as you would like as you bring your legs straight, or on your back it might feel better to have your knees bent. Your knees can be straight up to the ceiling, or you could do a fallen bridge pose where your feet are as wide as your mat and then your knees come together. What feels good in your body? Palms are up for receiving. You lift your heart by just bringing your shoulders a little bit underneath. Shavasana is the pose to just be. Let go of that Ujjayi pranayama breath and just let your body be breathed. We're going to be coming into a body scan just as we started class. And I just want you to notice the difference in how things feel. Starting at the head again, bring your attention to the top of your head. Relax your forehead. Relax the space between your eyebrows, your eyes. Relax your jaw. Relax the neck, shoulders, your chest, your stomach, your upper and lower back. Relax your arms and your elbows, your wrists, your hands, your fingers. Sending love and energy to your hips, your thighs, shins and calves, your ankles, feet, your toes. Just feel a complete relaxation throughout your entire body. Know that this feeling is available to you at any time. Sometimes when there's a lot that's going on around us, we just need to take a break to breathe, into a body scan, ground ourselves in the here and the now, the beauty of the present moment. Let go of any anxiety that we may have about what the future looks like. Be at peace. Be joyful in the here, the now. You can stay in Shavasana for as long as it serves you. If you're ready to be guided out, start wiggling your fingers and your toes. And bring your head to your right shoulder, to your left shoulder. Make a nice big morning stretch. So bring your legs straight and your hands above your head and take a huge inhale as you reach. Open up, exhale. One more time, just like that. Inhale to lengthen. Let it all go. Now bend your knees. Come into a fetal position on your left or your right side. Use your arm as a pillow. And shower yourself with gratitude for yourself. How great is it that you have taken time for you to be centered, mind, body, and soul. So you are using these coping skills that when there are things that arise, you can be calm in the chaos. Coming up to an easy seated pose. Just as we started class, maybe your knees are bent, hands onto your side. And then together, inhale the hands up. Bring the palms together and lower the thumbs to your third eye, the space between your brows, to remind us of kind and loving words. Bring the thumbs to the mouth for kind and loving words, and to our heart that we always may love ourselves and each other. The light and the teacher and the student in me respects and honors the light and the teacher and the student in you. We seal the class by bowing and together saying namaste. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm so happy that you were here.